Today we're going to learn how to compute Pearson's correlation coefficient using SPSS. In that dataset, we have a variety of countries from the Western Hemisphere. In the second column, we have the estimated average number of births per woman for each of those countries. And in the third column, we have the average life expectancy. That is, on average, how long do people live in those countries? This is all data from 2004. So we want to know, is there a relationship between births per woman and life expectancy on average between these different countries? So to calculate Pearson's correlation coefficient, we click Analyze, and we go down to Correlate. And this is bivariate data. That is, each individual, each country, has two pieces of data associated to it. We pick our two variables, life expectancy and births per woman. We're computing Pearson's correlation coefficient because our data is ratio or interval level of measurement. If your data is ordinal, then you're going to use Spearman's correlation coefficient. Well, we're using Pearson's correlation coefficient. We compute it, and we see that we get a correlation coefficient of negative 0.77. That's a relatively strong correlation coefficient for macro data like this. So it's either a moderately strong or strong correlation. It indicates that as the number of births per woman goes up in the country, that's correlated with the life expectancy decreasing. Or vice versa, as the life expectancy increases, we see that the number of births per woman goes down. This is kind of complicated, but the correlation is pretty clear. Among countries in the Western world, there's a pretty strong negative correlation between average births per woman and the life expectancy. Now, there's the correlation, but the question is whether it's a significant correlation. And we see that in the second line over here. The significance level is less than what they can display on the screen. They put 0.000. It's not actually zero, but the significance level is so low that it's not even worth sharing. And so this would indicate that the correlation here is significant at the 5% level, at the 1% level. It's a significant result that these two variables are strongly and negatively correlated.